All my life I had to be patient. Like Meek Millie, I was dream chasing. Finger to the law when I see haters. Oh, the feeling when you tell your niggas we made it. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. It's showtime like Kareem Lakers. I make a masterpiece, seem basic. No Meek Millie, but I'm dream chasing. Took the shortcut like Anita Baker. I want the bright lights that you see in Vegas. I need a big house with like 3 basements. Drop an M on the whip, think I'm speed racing. Don't know if it's the Transformer or the Green Ranger. My nigga Mac got the beat banging. Young nigga selling crack as a teenager. Had fiends playing baseball out here free basing. Had me showing off the rings like a Freemason. My mama gone, but I keep pacing. Trying to keep it all together like I need braces. Family calling when they need favors. When I was broke, they was acting like complete strangers. All my life I had to be patient. Like Meek Millie, I was dream chasing. Finger to the law when I see haters. Oh, the feeling when you tell your niggas we made it. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Rest in peace, the Nippy was the street savior. Got my credit right now, I need acres. Gotta turn your dirty money into clean paper. Trying to own a franchise without a key player. I go through hoes like I weave laces. Tree blazers, let they mama noodles be flavored. Meat takers that be acting like the D sacred. You bust in, you would think they on their knees praying. Then I slide like a screensaver. When I'm done, make some scrambled eggs, cheese bacon. Then it's on to the next, I ain't a speed dater. Little bitch ain't gon' hear from me till weeks later. I don't see no things changing. Kids still dodging bullets like they seen Matrix. These young niggas really need saving, but OGs won't teach them that the street's dangerous. All my life I had to be patient. Like Meek Millie, I was dream chasing. Finger to the law when I see haters. Oh, the feeling when you tell your niggas we made it. Ooh, baby.
Yo, what's good, man? It's your boy CamJNetwork, man, back with a pop-up live real quick, you feel me? Hey, man, getting started, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit the hype button as well, man. It helps us in the algorithm, man, pushing this content and pushing the show out in the algorithm on YouTube for sure, you heard? You know what I mean? And for sure, man, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed as well, man. We definitely active. We definitely working, man, for sure. I was going to be live early this morning, but I was like, man, I was like, let me get some little shit together, you know what I'm saying? Put together this little quick show real quick, man. So wanted to talk about some things. Obviously, I see the thumbnail, you know what I'm saying? Shakur Stevenson got a new interview with Andre Ward. We're going to react to that for sure. Then, of course, we're going to get into the crazy news of the day, man, this morning that happened with Conor Benn fighting Regis Prograis, man, on April 11th on the Tyson Fury card on Netflix, man, which is nasty work. Nasty work. We're going to get into that. And of course, got to talk about Ryan and Devin as well, man, for sure, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Gotta get it cracking, man. Let me see who in the building so far. Holla at my people, my family in the building, you heard. You know what I'm saying? Salute to my brother Lee Jackson. Was popping with my dog, man. What's good, brother? Was popping, man. Hope all is well with my boy Lee Jack in the building. My boy Opulent, man. Was popping, bro. Hey, make sure y'all subscribe to my brother Opulent, man, for sure, man. My man put in that work over there on this channel, man, for sure, you heard. And salute to my boy Big Bob Gun, man. Salute to my dog, man. You already know the vibes, my guy, man. Was popping. My boy Crush the Legend. Hey, make sure y'all subscribe to my brother Crush the Legend. Hey, he was on fire this morning, man. On fire for coffee and donuts for growing up this morning, man. Salute to my brother Crush the Legend, you heard? And let me see what else. Let me scroll down real quick. See my boy Isaiah, what you doing? What's popping with you, brother? What's popping, my dog? What's popping, man? And my boy Crush, you heard my man. He said, smash the like button. Smash the like button for sure. You heard, you know what I'm saying? Hit the hype button as well, man. It helps us in the algorithm, man. You heard? Definitely, you heard. Most definitely. And Ring Walk by some podcasts in the building. Make sure y'all subscribe to my family right here, man. Ring Walk by some podcasts live every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern time. You know what I mean? My cousin is definitely putting in that pain over there on the boxing as well, man. So we ain't gonna even hold on. Let's go ahead and get started with the elephant in the room, man, because we gonna get to talking about this. Let's get to it. So no, wrong one. Not that one. Wrong one. My bad, y'all. My bad. Let me get it. There you go. I had to scroll down. That's okay. Okay. All right. Boom. Conor Benn versus Regis Prograis, bro. April 11th. Co-main event to Tyson Fury's card on Netflix, man. And this card is by Ring Magazine. With Netflix as well, man. So this is a Turkey Al-Sheikh card right here. Turkey Al-Sheikh paid this man Conor Benn $15 million to fight fucking Regis Prograis. Are you shitting me? You gotta be shitting me. $15 million to fight Regis Prograis. Like, somebody make this make sense, dog. Like, real shit. We got to make this make sense. Like, what in the hell reason why you would pay you overpay Regis Prograis to come to Zuffa for one fight, and the one fight ain't even on Zuffa. It's with Ring Magazine. Well, we do know that Zuffa is paid and bought by seller in Saudi Arabia, obviously, right? You know what I mean? Salute to my boy Shell, man. What's good, brother? Popping my boy, man. You know what I mean? Like, Regis Prograis, his last fight was with Jojo Diaz, bro. Didn't look good in his performance. You just look at Regis Prograis' last three performances, bro. From him fighting Zorilla in New Orleans in a homecoming fight on Matchroom, where we know he put on a shit show of performance. And there's no disrespect to Regis Prograis. I like Regis Prograis. Cool dude and everything, you feel me? But we got to call this spade a spade and be real. Regis Prograis literally fought in New Orleans, fought Zorilla, put on a shit show performance, and then what he do next? He fought Devin Haney and get damn near shut out 12-0 damn near against Devin Haney. Feet was in sand. You know what I mean? Didn't put on a great performance. Got knocked down by Devin Haney a couple of times in that fight. And I was talking about that fight the other day where I said Devin Haney wasn't killer enough to finish Regis Prograis when he could have easily finished Regis Prograis in that fight, because Regis Prograis couldn't do anything with Devin Haney in that fight. You know what I mean? And you got Regis Prograis fighting Jojo Diaz, which it was a good fight as y'all looked at him and Jojo Diaz. It was a good fight. But in reality, like, we're not seeing Regis progress in the performances that he's had in recent time. We just got to be real. You know what I'm saying? And we see Conor Benn, his last two fights, fighting Chris Eubank at 160. You know what I'm saying? And this fight, let me go ahead and bring that up too. This fight is going to be at 150-pound catch weight. So they're going to fight at 150-pound catch weight while Conor Benn is making his way back down from 160 right here. And Regis Prograis is a guy that fought at 140 throughout his whole entire career. His whole entire career, fighting at 140. So Regis Prograis is pretty much moving up 10 pounds at 150 to fight Conor Benn. Conor Benn moving down 10 pounds to fight Regis Prograis right here. And I wanted to lay the perspective on this real quick. Y'all let me know about this. I found this real interesting with this clip right here that I'm about to play for my guy Ezra from Brunch Boxing right here, which was real intriguing. And y'all let me know right here what y'all think about this.
Make sense of it because it doesn't make any sense. And that's what we were doing for about a week. We were trying to make sense of this Conor Benn to Zuffa for 15 million, one fight. What's Zuffa doing? What's their grand scheme here? What's the grand plan here? There wasn't no grand scheme. Wasn't no grand plan because the guys running Zuffa didn't make this call. These one-off cards are Turkey's cards. These are not TKOs. It's not the people that run TKOs. It's not Dana White. That's not them. This is just Turkey saying, I'm gonna put 4 cards together a year under the brand name, and we're gonna put like mega fights on, and that's why the fights didn't make any sense. So everyone trying to come up with their grand scheme or their grand plan, or this is what they're doing. No, it wasn't. It was just Turkey being Turkey. He was paying Conor Benn $50 million to fight Regis Prograis on a co-main event for God knows what reason. Wasn't no master strategy to it. Wasn't any master strategy to it. It was just Turkey being Turkey. And why was Eddie Hearn so upset? Because he lost out on the payday. It was just Turkey being Turkey, and Eddie Hearn lost out on the payday there. And he's not a part of that event. And he's not making any money from that event. And he's no longer the favorite when it comes to Turkey. And all the rest of these guys are out. What's the name is Queensberry. They're suing. Golden Boy's not happy. They're not in there with on Turkey's good side. And we're gonna see what's up with Top Rank. But there was no strategy to it. This is just Turkey doing what Turkey does, overpaying guys for things that don't make any sense with no strategy that makes sense to it. And I just think it's funny that we got caught up a week trying to figure out what was the grand scheme here, what's the strategy here, is this some master plan? And nope, it was not. There was no master plan.
Shit. Okay. Salute to my boy Ezra from Brunch Boxing right there with that tape right there. And I absolutely agree with him 1,000%. Like, what is the real strategy behind signing Conor Benn for $15 million for one fight for Zuffa Boxing, which the fight isn't even on Zuffa, it's on Ring Magazine brand, on their staple, on their platform? Like, what was the real grand scheme of signing him for $15 million for one fucking fight to fight Regis Prograis? I found it real intriguing though, because I did wanted to catch this. I caught this tweet from my guy Two Tone the Superstar earlier, where he said this right here. Let me pull the banner down right here. This is real interesting from his perspective. He said hardcore fans complaining about Conor Benn versus Regis Prograis don't get it. That fight ain't for boxing Twitter, it's for casuals. Stadium in the UK, guaranteed action. Somebody's getting stopped. Casual fans love wars plus knockouts. They're leaving happy. Netflix and Zuffa knows exactly what they're doing. This is from Two-Tone right here. Well, just to add a little context, Zuffa isn't the guys that's promoting this fight. It's Ring Magazine for one. So let's go ahead and correct that. For two, nobody called for Conor Benn and Regis Prograis to fight. Conor Benn is only a star in the UK. Conor Benn is not a star in the overall culture of boxing. He's not. You know what I mean? He's only a star in the UK. So let's make that be understood in this conversation right here. And then I wanted to read below the other tweet from old boy right here. He said, I said that to myself as well. They're setting up Ben for a knockout to market him as a superstar and get a hype train going, and then set up a bigger event with like Ryan Garcia, which is very, very intriguing from that perspective right there. It do kind of seem like they setting up Conor Benn to go ahead and pack up Regis Prograis and make him a bigger name in the sport, in a sense, to where it makes the fight bigger with, you know, if Ryan and Devin was the fight, whatever, and then the winner of that fight. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that in retrospective. You know what I'm saying? Which you can see the play for us that too, far as marketing wise, trying to market Conor Benn as one of those guys. But the thing is, this fight with Tyson Fury that he have on his actual card, they're going to have to build a strong undercard for a lot of people to really want to tap in on Netflix to watch these guys. They're really cornering the whole entire UK market with this fight 100%. You know what I mean? And just to add a little context to it, you know, they were saying from Mark Shapiro confirms that Conor Benn deal is one fight to be part of the super fights events, which obviously we see now. Super fight event is with Tyson Fury and the guy that he's fighting, and which is people's not even familiar with the guy that Tyson Fury is fighting. You know what I mean? And this said Marshall Shapiro says we plan 2-4 super fights yearly. It said Conor Benn is signed to one of those. Now we hope he'll fight in our Zuffa series Paramount Plus, but for now it's one fight. And it said TKO is not out of pocket as seller led by Turkey paid his purse. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, like I said, Ring Magazine is the one that is heading this fight right here. You know what I mean? In particular. You know what I'm saying? It's nasty work. It's real live nasty work in 4K. Real shit. It's real live nasty work. Let me see something. Hold on. Let me read the comments. Let me scroll on the comments real quick. This is crazy. Crazy. My boy Crush said nobody want to see that, man. Hey, that's the thing. The UK fans is the only ones, bro. The UK fans is the only people that really know Conor Benn, bro. A lot of people in the US don't know Conor Benn. They don't. That's the real fact of the matter. But it is funny though that Ezra said that in that clip, speaking about saying that, Eddie Hearn is mad because he left out of the situation money-wise with Conor Benn. And it's funny to see Turkey, what I mentioned last night on the show, and I mentioned on previous content that we dropped on the channel, that Turkey, when he started up Zuffa and everything, he said he was going to smash the competition. And he definitely done that by smashing the competition for us, tapping some of these boys out. You know what I'm saying? Signing Conor Benn and then leaving Eddie Hearn out of the situation. Stopping his business with Queensberry. Not doing much business with Golden Boy. You see Top Rank, they're trying to negotiate a new deal with ESPN right now. They're in the process of that. And, Turkey wasn't doing too much business with Top Rank so much. He just basically was tapping in with a lot of their fighters on a personal level. You know what I'm saying? And pretty much, y'all contracts up, hey, come over with me. Come fuck with me with Ring Magazine. Come fuck with me over here at Zuffa Boxing. You know what I mean? And even though a lot of the Zuffa signings that we done seen, though, a lot of these guys are just leftovers from these other companies, if y'all looking at some of the signings. You know what I mean? But like I said, Conor Benn signing over there wasn't a move that moved the whole entire boxing culture. It only moved for the UK. It only moved for these guys to try to market him, into possibly a bigger fight by fighting Regis Prograis and then probably stopping his ass and then fighting another guy. You know what I'm saying? That's a bigger name for a bigger draw, a bigger event. You know what I'm saying? Possibly. Yeah, my boy Isaiah, what you doing? Said, what the fuck is that? Nah, what? I see the play kill. They gonna say Ben is a killer. He stopped Regis and Devin couldn't. I see the play. Exactly, bro. That's exactly the fucking play. We know that Regis is a former foe of Devin Haney. So, of course, this man Conor Benn fights Regis Prograis pretty much where we see Regis Prograis is like literally a shell of himself right now, bro. Conor Benn is going to do Regis Prograis dirty, probably. especially Regis Prograis. We never seen him fight up in weight. You know what I'm saying? Even though he probably should have been fighting up in weight, honestly. Regis Prograis, we know he was killing himself to make 140 all these years. You know what I mean? So Regis Prograis should be fighting at a higher weight. But we know Conor Benn is more talented than Regis Prograis. And we know this is a layup for Conor Benn right here. A super layup. Conor Benn robbed the UK Zuffa Brinks truck with this fucking move. Conor Benn, you can't even knock him. You know what I'm saying? Like he made a big money move on his behalf, which was sweet on his behalf. So you can't even knock the hustle from Conor Benn at all. You feel me? Like Shield said, I would have left Eddie too if Turkey is that stupid. Hey, dead ass, bro, for real. And Kilo, what's good, my boy? What's poppin', bro? Kilo said Regis about to get blasted, bro, on dead ass. My brother Bane from Ring by Boxing Podcast, he said Regis is Cambosis level. They will fight anyone though. Exactly. Regis is a part of that level of fighters, bro. For us, Cambosis and all of that shit, bro. You are dead spot on saying that. Dead spot on. And it's crazy because Regis and Cambosis is a part of Devin Haney's resume, just to add context. And we see that resume ain't aging too fucking well by these two guys, of course. Cambosis and Regis hasn't been good since they fought Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? We just got to be real. My boy Shell said that's why Shakur is on the phone with Turkey right now, telling him not to believe that bullshit Max said about him being boost. Turkey be doing his bullshit. Hey, he doing stupid shit, bro. Like overpaying Conor Benn doesn't move the spectrum, bro. It doesn't move the spectrum at all. It doesn't. Like, you know what I'm saying? Damn, looks like Turkey trying to shut Eddie out. Definitely. He's shutting out all of those guys. And the crazy part, when I played that shit yesterday, hold on, let me play that real quick. This what Eddie said. This is what Eddie said in 2025 last year.
I have no problem working for His Excellency. If he asked me to clean his shoes, I would probably do it.
That's a bit much, Eddie.
No, but I'm.
If Turkey asked him to clean his shoes, he'll probably do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? All of that dick eating and all these boys was doing with Turkey the last couple of years, they got these boys fucked up. Turkey just said, fuck y'all. Flat out said, fuck y'all. And the only one that didn't dick eat Turkey Al-Sheikh was PBC. Only one. The only one that stood 10 toes down and stood tall against Turkey was PBC. And look at everybody else. They all assed out. Assed the fuck out. My boy Savage Bo, what's good with my dog? 305 in the building, you heard? Facts. My boy Crush said, but they say Al overpaid PBC fighters. Exactly. They don't have no problem with Turkey overpaying fighters, but they had a problem when Al was overpaying fighters. They have no issue. They're like, Turkey, he's changing the game. But then y'all be complaining about fighters getting overpaid and shit, and then not even seeing the play with Turkey with Zuffa, where you know them guys, a lot of them guys are Zuffa, they ain't even getting them paydays. Not at all. Shell said two-tone glazing for a check. Hey, dead ass. That's my guy, but he be doing a lot of glazing, boy. A lot of glazing. Isaiah said, yeah, they paying Regis off since he keeps saying he wants to become champion again. Man, Regis probably ain't even getting the meal for this shit, probably, bro. That's the fucked up part. That's the fucked up part. Regis probably ain't even getting the meal, man. Hey, make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the hype button, man. Cash App is open, man, to support the channel, man. Super Chat is open as well, man. If y'all want to support the channel, man, anything, $1, $2, whatever, you feel me? Support the channel, man, for sure, you heard. My boy Isaiah, what you doing, said, these motherfuckers ruin boxing, overpaying somebody like Regis. If he loses, is going to expect something off that pay. He got off with Netflix with Eddie, or else Regis taking his ass to Zuffa. I mean, Regis is in no man's land. So he's a gatekeeper. You know what I'm saying? So him getting offered a fight over there with them guys, any offer, he gonna take upon it because he didn't really have much stock behind him, especially he I believe he's a free agent. He's not even with Matchroom Boxing anymore. So with Regis Prograis, like Regis, he get an offer to fight on a platform like this, fighting on Netflix. Hell yeah, Regis gonna take it. He don't give a damn. He know what he's signing up for. You know what I'm saying? He is there to get his ass whooped by Conor Benn, flat out, and we all know it, flat out. My boy Shell said, "I'm sure I had something better to do on 411." Tired ass cowboy. Hey man, this for real nasty work, man. For real, man. Regis is fool, bro. He is fool. Resume agent like milk, bro. Dead ass, bro. Look, from the JoJo Diaz about to fight Conor Barbosa. You know what I mean? We like where the hell that fight come? Yeah, JoJo Diaz about to fight, like from JoJo Diaz to Linares to Cambosis to fucking Regis. Like the resume is not that good. Jose Ramirez, of course, he about to fight coming up too as well. I heard from what I'm hearing. He said, Shell said if Turkey told Eddie to wear out some knee pads, he'll probably do it. Bro, dead ass, man. Dead ass. B King was good, brother. Was popping. My boy D1 was popping, my brother. Was popping. Yeah, we see you, man. Look, YouTube look like it's moving a little better today than yesterday with the comments today, man. From what I was seeing, man. When I was on Crush Live, all my comments went through Crush shit, and then I'm seeing everybody comments today. But yesterday was nasty. Yesterday, man, was nasty. So let me add a little context to this situation with Tyson Fury, April 11th card too, with my guy Abdullah Mason, man. Which is, let me share my screen for this one because I want to go ahead and add context to this one. So let me share the screen. Fire right here. All right. Share the screen.
$50 in bonus bets when new customers bet $5. Download.
Came up a little bit. All right.
Where y'all from?
He's from Philly. Yeah, I definitely want to Philly with you. That's definitely what I think.
What do you think of the fight today? This fight, Ryan Wiggins.
What's your IG?
No, go for it.
Okay.
Let me get your
Just follow us. Just follow them and send your stuff.
I got you. All right, follow
What did you think?
Ryan looked pretty strong. He was look sharp. You know, I said that he'll probably get him out of there in like 11-10. He feeling good, but he ain't do that. But he was looking sharp though.
Who do you see Ryan fighting now?
You ready to lead us all?
I leave it on. Yeah. I got this for the champ. See ya.
You're from Mexico.
Yeah, from Mexico now. Huh?
You're from Mexico.
Rest of my year. We got some big things coming, inshallah. So, you know, we just staying locked in, staying focused. You know, I'm going to be pleased with it just as well as y'all should be pleased with it. You know, I feel like y'all will be. You know,
Around April, something like that.
Yeah, around April. I got a mandatory, Joe Cordino, so that's when it works right now. That's just to 135.
All right, so you heard Abdullah right there mention that he got the mandatory with Joe Cordina, man. And it's rumors out there with his fight with Joe Cordina where, you know, of course, both guys been in it, you know, in the lab training and working and everything, where there's rumors where this fight with Joe Cordina may land on this April 11th card. You know what I mean? So just adding a little extra perspective with Abdullah right here.
I know. That's me. I got an appetite for smoke. A whole lot of it.
Dude, I gotta ask, did you run into Keyshawn while you were here today? You just saw him pass by.
Yeah, he was around.
Did they say what up to you?
Nah, he ain't saying nothing.
I gotta ask, obviously, because we heard what Keyshawn said. You know, he said that if he wanted to make the weight, he could have made the weight, and it could have been a fight. But
Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
You hear everybody saying what they saying, but they going this way. Moving up. We're gonna look back and say this. they going that way and they saying it something this way. So
Hope they do well.
I feel like it's trolling because if something was there, it would have happened already. Because you see where I'm at. I'm at 135, and I got the WBO World Championship. I was ranked number 1 in the same division at the time that he had it. So he lost it. I'm still here at 135. When I move up, I'm gonna give my titles. I'm gonna be there wherever I'm at. So I'm gonna be doing my thing. Each weight class I step into, anybody I fight, inshallah, is gonna keep being statement fights because I got an appetite to smoke, and I'm still coming.
Ready?
You heard my guy, man. He said he got an appetite for smoke, man. You know what I'm saying? And Keyshawn ain't never exempt right there. And of course, let me bring that up real quick. Pull that up with Abdullah. What is that right here? This one. Yeah, so with Abdullah, right now, it's a possible chance we may see Abdullah fighting Joe Cordina on this April 11th card. Hasn't been anything announced yet, but it's definitely a high chance right there. You notice he talked about with Keyshawn Davis right there, basically telling Keyshawn Davis, like, yo, you know what I'm saying? You up here stirring the other way. You going the other way while, you know, I'm still right here. And of course, you know, when I move up, shit, I may be able to see you possibly. You know what I'm saying? Basically calling cap out on Keyshawn Davis when Keyshawn Davis tried to pull that little bullshit stunt during that press conference last year with Edwin De Los Santos, which is he absolutely right. Like, that boy Keyshawn, you wasn't really trying to fight Abdullah, bro. You was capping, bro. You was trying to put on because you seen Abdullah. He's getting his name up in the sport, getting a lot more recognition from the sport and everything from the culture. And you was trying to play him cocky that shit, and Abdullah wasn't going. He stood his ground on that shit 100%. You feel me? My boy Rasta was popping. My boy was popping. My boy Isaiah said, yo, I just seen an interview where Bud was giving Ryan credit on his boxing abilities against Barrios. Watch the Bud and Shafra superfans say Ryan is actually good. They already no, the crazy part is a lot of mixed signals on that shit. We're gonna get into this Shakur shit in a minute right here. You know what I'm saying? From this interview right here. What's good, my boy TD? Make sure y'all subscribe to my brother TD Sports Talk as well, man. My brother grinding over there with the content as well, man, for sure, you heard. And yeah, so Abdullah Mason possibly may be on this April 11th card fighting Joe Cordina, you know what I'm saying? Or it may be at another date after that. But we'll definitely stay close to that. That's something that I definitely wanted to bring attention. Then I wanted to speak for us that, do I like Abdullah possibly fighting in the UK for his first title defense? Not really necessarily, but I see the play for us, you know, marketing him in the UK and, you know, getting, you know, establishing a fan base out there as well. You know what I'm saying? The only thing is I don't like him fighting Joe Cordina out there, even though I'm not worried about Abdullah fighting Joe Cordina, bro. Joe Cordina is not that good to me, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? That boy Abdullah probably stops fucking Joe Cordina early in that fucking fight. So his first title defense, Joe Cordina, that's his mandatory. Pack him up, move forward from there. You feel me? And, you know, that's how I feel. But I would have loved if Abdullah would have his first title defense in Cleveland. But it's all upon Top Rank getting their situation together. You know what I'm saying? Which is, we know Top Rank right now, they're negotiating a new deal with ESPN currently right now. So definitely we'll stay tuned to that situation. Let's go ahead and let me see. Let's get into this Shakur conversation, this Shakur interview. So let me pull the Shakur interview up real quick with Shakur with Andre Ward. So let me pull it up. Andre Ward. Let me type it in. Andre Ward. Yeah. Do that so it can pop up automatically. All right, there you go. All right, let me share the Scrizzy real quick, y'all. And hit the like button. If y'all ain't hit the like button, hit the like button, man. Hit the hype button. Cash App open, Super Chat open, man. Support the channel, man, for sure. You heard? All right, so you pulling this thing up.
That is his first world title. About your opponents, right? A lot of cats lie, and they lie either because they don't want to see that person looking that good because it make them opponent or potential opponent the respect they deserve and be like, but I still believe I can beat them.
Yeah, because you gotta go in there ready for what you're getting in the ring with. You know, a lot of fighters kind of dilute their brains into believing guys is not that good, but I'm not one of them guys. I gotta see and know. When I see it, I'm like, okay, he's good. I see it. Yeah. And it lets me know by the time I get in the ring what I gotta do, what I'm going up against. That was the same thing in my last fight. I kept saying how good he was, and I knew what he was, but I know that I'm better.
And naturally,
called Cat, because we just seen several interviews leading up with Shakur Stevenson talking about Teofimo, said he literally picked this guy and know that Teofimo was the guy that he was going to easily beat. So he capping right there. He was
asked about you, right, from Chris Mannix post-fight, and he said everything he said. He said he wanted that fight, and he has no problem with that fight. Do you believe him?
Yeah, I believe him because I don't even think he was asked about me. I think he, you probably right, though. But I think he been.
I thought he was. I was trying to think about it. But
I think he been saying my name the whole week. Like he kept like, I want to fight Shakur. I want to fight Shakur. He wasn't saying nobody else's name like he was saying my name. So to me, I think he's serious. I think he do want to fight. But I just think that everything got to work well in the business. Everything got to make sense. Yeah. Because before the fight, I heard them saying they'll fight me at 144, and then after the fight, I'm here at 147. And I'm not going up to 147 no time soon.
Right there. He said that he's not going up to 147 no time soon, but he wants to catch weight. Of course, yesterday, and we talked about it on the show last night, where we showed the screenshots of Ryan and Shakur going back and forth. Ryan dumbass talking about he can go down to 140, which is I already told y'all in my perspective, I don't think Ryan can make 140. He's tried it twice, and he didn't make it. So, like, there's no reason for Ryan to go down to 140 when we just seen him looking very comfortable at 147 right there. But Shakur Stevenson right here, he's not willing to go at 147, and he's going to get into the conversation about it even more.
147 will, like I just told you, I think that will be my last weight class that I'm in. I don't think that at 28 years old right now, I'm just going up to 147.
What was the conversation in the hallways after the fight? I saw you and Bud and Ryan talking. What was that conversation like?
It was cool. I was really playing little mental games with him. It was a lot being said, but all of it was mental games. You know, you see a future opponent or somebody that you fighting, and you size them up and see what they looking like, and that's all it really was. It wasn't nothing too major. Ryan a cool dude though. Like that's the thing. Every time I kind of been around Ryan, he always got like cool energy and cool vibes. So
well, you got a lot of motion right now, bro. So that's why your name is coming up a lot. I mean, there was a period in time where, you know, guys were using a performance or two.
And like, and then we stop right here. Him talking about he sizing Ryan up. He the one that said, "Oh, you ain't even that big." Like, what was the mental game in that? Like, let me ask that question right there. Let's start there. Like, what was the mental game in that in particular? You know what I'm saying? Like, Shakur, boy.
To against you to say, "Oh, nobody want to fight him, so I don't want to fight him either." I'm not hearing that right now. I'm hearing that Shakur Stevenson name come up a lot, and it's unprovoked. You're not saying nothing to these guys. I'm just hearing your name. You know, I'll give you one example. You know, I did the interview with Bill Haney, and Bill trying to convince me that you easy work for Devin, and I think that's a good fight for both of y'all. You know,
let me stop there. Is the RJ Ward is trying to say that a lot of people speaking on Shakur's name. No, Shakur is putting out some names, and then he's making people speak on his name. That's what it is. The people that's calling out Shakur's not even mentioning those guys, like the Tito Mercados, the You know, like I just said, the Tito's Mercados, the Ashaki Fosters. You know what I'm saying? He's not even mentioning those guys' names and talking about those guys. Those are the guys that's calling them out. The Javier Herreras. You know what I'm saying? Those are the guys that's calling them out. Abdullah Mason is on Shakur ass. You know what I'm saying? Those are the guys calling them out. Shakur ain't talking about those guys. You know what I mean? But the only guys he's talking about is Conor Benn and Ryan Garcia and Pitbull Cruz. You know what I'm saying? And them guys ain't even clamoring for a fucking Shakur like that besides Ryan. And you want to say Ryan and Conor? Yeah, of course, because they feel like they looking at Shakur as easy work, and they looking at, Shakur name is bobbling a little bit right now. But in retrospective, it's not a lot of people calling out Shakur Stevenson. And the guys that is calling him out, Shakur's not even talking about those guys. You know what I mean?
Wasn't going for that, but I understand he's supposed to feel that way.
Yeah,
right.
For sure.
What did you take from those comments from Bill Haney when he was on the Art Award?
The comments that I took, I mean, it sounded good. Like, he's not the one that's in the ring fighting, so he could say everything that he want to say on camera and make it look good to the fans. But at the end of the day, if we're talking about us fighting each other, it will be Devin getting in the ring. So you're going to walk me down. You're going to do all of these things. It sounds good, but once again, we in 8-ounce gloves and anybody can be hurt.
What do you take from the sparring session?
That boy, I'm with Shakur on that. Like, you got Bill in there talking about Shakur easy work and shit, and talking about Shakur will be more easier work than Lomachenko. Bro, Lomachenko wasn't an easy fight for you. A lot of people feel that y'all lost that fight. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say Bill Haney and them, they be talking a whole lot of bullshit over there. But some of y'all motherfuckers be listening in and be dick eating them boys over there. And we just call it out. And y'all motherfuckers be mad about this shit. No, we gonna call this shit spade to spade across the board with everybody. We ain't picking and choosing who the fuck we gonna cook up on any fucking day. We gonna call out whatever this shit is hot and boxing. We gonna call this shit spade to spade. But Shakur is not easy work for no fucking Devin Haney.
And that Bill kept going back to. I never watched the whole thing. I seen clips. He said that Devin walked you down. I don't even know what year that was. Like, what do you take from that sparring session back then? I know it was a long time ago.
Man, it's weird because it's like I don't take nothing from it. What I take from it is like we sparred plenty of times. So like, which time are you talking about? We can't. It ain't like we didn't spar so many different times. Did you choose that sparring session specifically that you felt like you did good in, that made you get confidence or something? Like, I just don't understand it. So honestly, from what I took with the sparring and every session that I had with him, I always felt like I was the better fighter. I never felt like he was a better fighter.
And this kind of go back to the Keyshawn and the Shakur clip that we played last week. You know what I mean? As far as their sparring session. It was a lot of y'all people talking about, sparring don't matter. It was only a minute clip, 30-second clip, and all of that shit. But I told y'all, sparring matters to a lot of these guys because these guys be in these daggone interviews talking about sparring sessions and shit they didn't have with fighters. So like, we can't sit there and have a conversation and be like, sparring doesn't matter to these guys and shit like that. When these guys be the ones that be in these interviews talking about sparring all the damn time. You feel me? Like, D-Free was good.
Did anything better than me. The only thing that he ever had over me when we sparred was size. But him being the younger fighter, I was always ahead. Like, I was always like the big brother that was ahead of him mentally.
What is the fight that you think in your gut, if you had to choose right now, is more realistic, or the fight you think may get done? A Ryan Garcia fight or a Devin Haney fight? Both of those fighters are heavier than you, so it's gonna have to be some concessions with the weight.
Honestly, I don't see neither happening at 147 pounds unless it's under the rehydration rules that I said. So
y'all heard it right there. He said that he will not fight any of these guys as far as Ryan Garcia at 147 unless they fighting him on a rehydration clause. And my thing is, like I said before, nobody's asking Shakur to fight at 147. Who's asking him to do that? Devin's not willing to move down for fucking Shakur Stevenson. Ryan's out here saying that he would, but we all know he can't. And then you got fucking Ryan Garcia, his father and his mother, they're saying otherwise. They saying they want Shakur to move up to 147 to fight if they want to fight, which is I agree with him 100%. But Ryan has made it known that he's not doing no rehydration clauses for anyone. You know what I'm saying? So the rehydration clause shit is dead on that aspect. And which is honestly, I honestly want to go ahead and say we're not going to see Shakur Stevenson in the ring with Devin or Ryan this year in 2026. I'll say that right there. I'm gonna say that right there for you right now. Shakur Stevenson will not be in the ring next with either Ryan or Devin Haney. As it should be. Shakur need to be focusing at 140, bro. Gary Tom Russell, he just won. You said that he had a great performance. Fight him. Go ahead and unify up. I don't know why Gary's with this whole conversation talking about Dalton Smith and going down the line and then having Shakur Stevenson last. Kind of nasty work for Gary Tom Russell in that perspective, and I'm a fan. But I would love to see them go ahead and unify up and get it cracking at 140. Like Shakur work should be at 140. You know what I mean? That's where it should be at. Since he become champion up there, focus on 140, bro. You know what I'm saying? But Shakur's looking for these big money fights, you know what I'm saying, that's going to take him and try to take his stardom to the roof, you know what I'm saying, pretty much thinking the same thing with Devin and Ryan in the first fight, pretty much thinking, oh, Ryan is sweet. I could easily beat Ryan. If I beat Ryan, then shit, it boosts my stardom and it'd be for a big bag and everything, you know what I mean? And that's how Shakur's looking at it. You know what I'm saying? He's looking, like I said before, big money, easy fights. Shakur considers Ryan Garcia an easy fight for him. You know what I mean? Due to the fact that we seen Tank make the boy quit. You know what I mean? And that's the perspective he's looking at. Shakur looks at Pitbull Cruz as an easy big money fight for him. You know what I'm saying? Due to the same thing. Because of Tank to beat the man. And then it was, of course, Pitbull has to start him. He has Mexico behind him. You know what I mean? He wants big money, easy fights from Shakur's standpoint. You know what I mean? And just due to the fact the 147 conversation, it shouldn't even be a conversation for Shakur. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't trying to be like his big brother. His big brother went up 3 weight classes and fought Canelo, no rehydration clause. He wants to move up 1 weight class and have a rehydration clause on these guys. And then a lot of y'all guys don't say y'all don't have no problem with this. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the problem I'll be having with it. Like, y'all don't have no problem with this. Y'all are fine with Shakur Stevenson tell y'all that he wants to move up 1 weight class and have a rehydration clause with motherfuckers. Y'all absolutely fine with that shit. Like, it's not a problem. Like, if he's so fucking great and these guys so fucking easy, then you shouldn't have no clauses on these guys. That's my personal fucking opinion right there. If you so damn great and these guys are easy, go up to 147 and beat Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia with no rehydration clause if they easy work on your behalf, as far as on what you thinking from your perspective. Like, it's that fucking simple. Like, I'm gonna run this back too. Run this back.
Like, I was the better fighter. I never felt like he was a better fighter than me or did anything better than me. The only thing that he ever had over me when we sparred was size. But him being the younger fighter, I was always
Cash Crypto was good, my boy. Was popping, my brother.
Ahead. Like, I was always like the big brother that was ahead of him mentally.
What is the fight that you think in your gut, if you had to choose right now, is more realistic, or the fight you think may get done? A Ryan Garcia fight or a Devin Haney fight? Both of those fighters are heavier than you, so it's gonna have to be some concessions with the weight.
Honestly, I don't see neither happening at 147 pounds unless it's under the rehydration rules that I said. So if not, I don't see that happening right now. Now, in the future, as I grow more and get more settled, maybe so. But as of right now, I don't see it happening at that weight class. Now, Ryan Garcia, he said 144. If he's willing to do that, I'm willing to make the fight happen. But Ryan sounds more realistic because he's being he's ready to move around.
That's crazy. I didn't realize that was Ryan's first world title. I'm looking how he celebrated, and I'm thinking like this looked like this is his first world title. And I was like,
that's what I'm saying, bro. We're not about to get no fight with Ryan Garcia fighting either of them guys, bro. Like, that's just the reality, bro. We're not. Devin's not moving down for Shakur, and he's not going to fight him on no rehydration clause at 147. And Ryan is not moving down for Shakur. Even though Ryan said that in the tweet about he moved down to 140, his team is going to advise him not to do that. And what sense does it make for Ryan just becoming champion at 147 for him to go down in weight and fight Shakur at 140 when we done seen Ryan Garcia try to fight at 140 twice and didn't make the weight with Oscar Duarte and Ryan and fucking Devin Haney? Like, it makes no absolute sense at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? So Ryan need to stay his ass at 147. Fuck a Shakur fight. Everybody in the fucking world is asking for Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney to fight right now, including myself. And y'all know that's been the main fight I've been pushing between them two guys. Is fighting each other. And that's going to stay continued on here. That's the only move that they have to be really fighting each other. Even though, in retrospective, Ryan got more options than Devin do. Ryan has more options. Devin don't got that many options for real. And if you really look at it in retrospective, for real, he can't get Lewis Crocker. You know what I'm saying? He's about to fight Leon Pyro, and that fight just got postponed because he suffered ligament damage in his hand. So that fight with Leon Pyro and Crocker is postponed. Rolly don't want to fight him. You know what I'm saying? Rolly has no interest in fighting him at all. You know what I mean? And you know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers is just at a rocking a hard place, flat out.
that is his first world title. He's been a professional for, I think, 10 years.
Yeah, for sure.
That's crazy.
I think he really I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I can't tell you. I know it just didn't work on several occasions. So
I'm gonna ask the last question on Dev, and I'm gonna move on. You know, and I asked a question to Bill. Like, I know how this game goes, right? Like, I know even when it's not up, if you around my weight class, it's pretty much up until we retire. But it seemed like to me that the Dev Shakur conversation kind of died down, and y'all still close in weight, but y'all are in different weight classes, and it looked like y'all were taking care of y'all own business individually. So I didn't really think that y'all was actively eyeing each other. Bill made it clear that it's up, and whatever list he got, Bill said you on the list. But I'm asking you, are you thinking like that? I know you ready, but are you actively thinking about a Devin Haney, or is it like, he ain't even really like top of my list?
Nah, I'm actively thinking about all of these guys. Like, if I'm being realistic, I know, because you know, we could sit here and talk like all of this social media stuff, cool, but sometimes, like, well, not sometimes, it's going to be a time where my manager going to call me and say, yo, such and such or such and such. And who is going to be or what is going to be, that's going to be determined. But Devin Haney could be one of them names. And if he's one of them names and the business makes sense and the fight get done, I'm all ready for it. I can't wait. I love to show people that I'm better than all of these fighters. So he's one of the top names in the sport. I wish him continued success, but I would love to share the ring with him, and if it makes sense, let's do it.
Yeah, so it's up, but it's up in a good way.
Yeah, man. Right there, like I said, Shakur don't got that many fucking options, obviously, too, in reality, too, bro. Because, like I said, both of them guys, Ryan and Devin, is not moving down for Shakur Stevenson. They're not. They're not fighting him at 147 on no rehydration clauses. So you can cancel the Shakur and Ryan and Devin talk right now. That shit's not happening. And salute to my boy Trey Skills, man, with a $2 in the super chat, man. The $2 bang in the super chat, man. You heard? He said Dev is food at 154, even for Xander. You know what I'm saying? And even that conversation, Xander is not no real option for Devin Haney. I mentioned that last night. Xander is focused on fucking with Josh Kelly right now. That's his main focus right now. Like, he ain't focused on dude at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? My boy Shell said the hypocrisy right there. Isaiah, what you do? He said Shafar fans not going to hold him accountable. Didn't he say he was going to give the 140 belt to Keyshawn to move back down to 135? He did say that, and he didn't do that. And the crazy part, Keyshawn is the #1 contender for the WBO title right now too. On top of that, and you got these two guys being fake blood brothers when they ain't blood related, not at all. Both of these guys got brothers. You know what I mean? And Shakur be tricking these dudes out they fucking spot in their position all the time. And he pushing Keyshawn to go up to 147 to fight Devin Haney. He pushing Keyshawn more on Devin Haney than himself, which is the nasty work in retrospective. You know what I mean? Like, come on. We got to read the fucking room here. My boy Cash Crypto, what's good with my brother, man? My boy Shell said, Shakur only want easy fights. Exactly. Ben said that. Because Tank made it look easy. Facts. The same thought process that Devin had with Ryan Garcia. The same thought process. Cash Crypto said Shakur would never be a huge star. His scary ass style won't allow it. And that's really the fact of the matter. That's why he's choosing to try to fight guys like Pitbull and Ryan Garcia that got big fan bases behind them, you know what I'm saying, to try to further his stardom. You know what I'm saying? But he's trying to he's literally doing all of this shit. He's using the blood print, man. Basically, fight big money, easy fights, build yourself and build your leverage and your status when it comes to the table. If you was to go to the table with Tank Davis in negotiations, he's flat out doing the same fucking shit. But he's not thinking that Tank and his team is that not naive as Errol Spence was for Bud Crawford. You know what I mean? That's just the reality of it. My boy Isaiah, what you doing? He said, also Cam, he said Kerr is late to the party. He should have been made these moves when he was younger. He's going to be 30, barely getting the fights he wants. And if he decides to retire, that's when he's getting the big money. And that's a fact, bro. That's a fact. Like top rank, I told you, best matchmakers in the game, bro. They was giving him easy leeways for titles, bro. Fighting Joet Gonzalez, Oscar Valdez, Jamal Herring, shit like that. Layup fights for him, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Now he getting late to the party, just similar to Bud Crawford. If we want to reality think about and look at it for real, he said. My boy Shell said, they say Tank leftovers are big buddy fights, but Tank ain't fought nobody. Exactly. Exactly, bro. That conversation when people be like, oh, Tank ain't fought nobody, but I always say, then why is his contemporary begging to fight the guys that he fought and beat? I always ask that question, and these guys can never answer that question for me. They could never answer that question for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, why shit on Tank's resume when his contemporaries is begging to fight the guys he didn't beat and fought already? Like, make this make sense. Like, come on. Let's be realistic here. You know what I'm saying? Boy, IF, he said, Devin blows up 25 pounds, though, champ. Exactly. Exactly. That's why that boy Shakur want that fucking rehydration clause. He know what's up. Mike M was good with my boy, man. Was popping, brother. And Mr. the dick eater himself, Mr. Boxing Hacker, $5 super chat, salute to him. He says, I hope when Tank announces his opponent, you overly criticize him the same way. And don't try to gas it because we all know his next fight is a cherry pick. A cherry pick? Well, obviously, your favorite fighters is looking for the same shit. They're looking for easy guys for food. Then your guy, Devin Haney, said Xander Zayas is food. Not too far from the tree. If you want to go that route, don't go there, Hacker. You was easy fucking work, bro. Any fucking time. You was so ass in this boxing talk, dog. D1, he said, Kev is a third deal, bro. Ryan and Shakur not happening. Not happening. Shakur would not be in the ring with Devin or Ryan in 2026. I promise you. Promise you. It's not happening. Like, they're not going to make concessions for Shakur Stevenson, bro, to fight him. They're not. That's just the fact of the matter. Salute to my boy Ramon, man. What's popping with my dog, man? My boy Isaiah, what you doing? Said This shit is crazy. Shakur willing to go to 144 while gaining 10 pounds, making him 154. It makes no sense. He should go to 147. He will be 157 at fight night. Kerr talk too much. And Kerr, he act like he a small guy. Like, you ain't that small, Shakur, bro. Stop playing. You was bigger than Teofimo Lopez. In reality, in a fight to me, he rehydrated looking bigger than Teo to be. D Wood said, I don't think it's smart. I don't necessarily want to fight at 140. I'm just telling you, they're going to fight. Bro, it's not even smart for Ryan Garcia to fight fucking Shakur Stevenson at 140, bro. Like, we seen the best version of Ryan at 147. That's where Ryan Garcia need to make his money and contend that, bro, and stay there at 147. He should not be going down in weight, even at a catch weight at 144 to even fight fucking Shakur Stevenson. Like, don't give him that leeway, bro. Like, this is the same man that was complaining about saying that he was rehydrated in the Tank fight when this man was fighting at 135 his whole entire career leading up to fighting Tank. He the one that wanted to fight at a higher weight, which is Tank said, hey, we fight at 136. You can't be 10 pounds over. Because Tank was the smart one, knowing that Ryan rehydrated and know that he's going to be a big motherfucker in the ring. And this is the same guy that was eating tacos at the motherfucking tacos and pizza and shit at the damn media day during the fight week and shit. You know what I'm saying? So Ryan is a guy that needed to stay at 147, take care of business with Devin. Everybody's asking for Ryan and Devin. Fuck Ryan and Shakur. Like, Shakur need to stay his ass at 140 and figure that shit out. Fuck him at 144, 147 rehydration clause and shit with Ryan and Devin. Like, they're not going to be in the ring with Shakur Stevenson in 2026. I promise you. They're not. Cash Crypto, my boy said, I don't know why they clouding Ryan. Ryan made more money than Ward and Shakur. Hey, for real, dead ass, bro. Oh, for real, dead ass, bro. My boy, no more sleepwalking. What's good, my dog, bro? What's popping, bro? Hacker said Shakur gonna beat Tank too. It's funny y'all can't see that. Hey, tell that nigga to lock it in. Shakur the same one that said he won't fight Tank till his hands 100% healed, and we know that ain't gonna never fucking happen. So you read the room in that, Mr. Boxing Hacker. Tell your boy Shakur to stop trying to fight Tank's ops and come to fight Tank. How about that? Let's start there. You know what I'm saying? The fuck out of here. But like, bro, for real, dead ass, bro. My boy OTB, man, was popping, man. Salute to you, bro. And make sure y'all subscribe to my brother OTB as well, man. That's family right there. You heard? Trey Skill saying, so you saying you not gonna go to 147 while calling out 147 fighters is hypocritical as it gets. Absolutely. Couldn't agree anymore, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're not willing to fight at 147, bro. So stop trying to fight these guys at 147. Nobody's asking Shakur Stevenson to fight at 147. Like, that's why I'm trying to really understand this shit. Nobody's asking him to fight at 147, dog. Nobody. Isaiah, what you doing? Said, I'm not scared to speak the truth. These fans are super fans of fighters, not the sport. Bro, absolutely, bro. Like, Boxing Hacker, he's a fan of fighters. He's a fan of Shakur and Devin, mainly Devin. You know what I'm saying? He's a fan of fighters. He's not a fan of the sport. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of us in the comments, we are a fan of the sport. We like the sport. We talk about, you know, the champions in lower weight classes on up to heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? We break down, you know, the champions in the top 10 and top 15 in each divisions and everything. You know what I'm saying? Well, like this week, Navarrete versus Nunes. We got a barn burner fight this Saturday. You know what I'm saying? They ain't even had the conversation to even talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Only person probably talked about it was me. I brought it up and talked about it the other day briefly on the show and talking about it now. Big fight this Saturday for the 130-pound division, a unification. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't even know them guys. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying a lot of these guys are fans of fighters. They are not fan of the sport. For real, dead ass. Like, that's just the simple fucking fact of the matter. My boy D1 said, bro, I talked to people on Ryan's team. I know that, bro, you can talk to all you want. You got, all right, let me do this. D1, my brother. Now, you know I love you, D1. You know I love you, brother. But let me play this for you right here.
Now, we're here. And, we seen Devin Haney today post up a flyer with you, with not just Devin, but the Ring Magazine, posting the rematch, being one of the biggest fights in boxing. Is that rematch bigger than a Shakur Stevenson fight?
Absolutely. By far. There's no comparison. In fact, you know what? Shakur, in order for him to fight us, he's going to have to come up to 47.
Straight up.
And I'm going to tell you why, straight up. Because Crawford, didn't he go up to Canelo?
Right. No right.
And he got it. Right. And he got respect, right? Okay, why doesn't Shakur go up to Ryan? Think about it. He wants Ryan to go on a catch weight. We don't want to start going down. You know what I mean? Unless it makes sense. But I doubt it. But if he wants it, hey, come to us. Because we're already there now. So it makes sense to me. And let's see what happens. But yeah, Haney all the way. The only thing that's going to be a problem is his father.
How come?
Because the guy knows us since the amateur days. He knows how we are. You think he wants that, especially knowing that Ryan now, his right hand is good? His right hand is healthy?
Ryan beats him his career.
And also if Ryan beats him completely, I know he will, and knocks him out, his career is over. He's not going to want that.
In jeopardy
for sure, yeah.
So you believe that Bill Haney's scared to put his son in there with your son?
Absolutely. 1,000%. Not 100,000%. And I could tell him straight up. But I already know you're going to hear it. Just like I always tell you. You're going to hear it. And mark my words, you're going to hear it. Give it a week or so.
Speaking of that, gearing up to the fight, he was saying that, obviously Lupe, your attorney, stated that you guys were VADA tested the complete throughout this camp. He was talking about a program called 365 that is something that that he wanted you guys to enroll in. Now, because of that, and that's additional testing. I understand.
You know what, bro? Listen. They're always going to want a lot of crap, just because they always want to have excuses, as to why they don't want to fight him or, what they got to do. No, we're not doing anybody's way. We're doing the VADA way. We did it properly. There's no secret there. But, you're not going to dictate what we have to do just to satisfy you. Screw you. I still don't trust them. And, bless his soul, Victor Conte, he's done. He's over with, right? And, bless his soul, but I still don't trust him. And I never will. Because as far as I'm concerned, we got set up. And a lot of people know that as well.
You know what I mean? That's Henry Garcia right there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Henry Garcia right there says, if Shakur Stevenson want to fight Ryan Garcia, he gonna have to fight him at 147, and his mother even agreed upon that shit. You know what I mean? And I agree with them 1,000%. That's what needed to be happening, bro. And salute to my boy Prize, man. Salute to my boy, man. And I just feel right now, bro, the focus should be Ryan and Devin, bro. That's the main focus that should be happening for both guys right now. Yeah, we see Ryan out here talking about, Shakur and everything, talk about 140 with Shakur and all of that shit. That shit's not reality, bro. That's just not reality for real. And ask yourself, do you think Ryan will be 100% fighting at 140, fighting Shakur Stevenson? We done seen Ryan not make weight twice at 140. Twice. Oscar Duarte, Devin Haney, 3 pounds overweight in both fights. So it's no 100% belief in myself, believing Ryan Garcia can make 140, bro. Like, we got to read the room and just be realistic, bro. Like, a fight with Shakur Stevenson for Ryan Garcia at 140 is not realistic. Like, let's be fucking real. Like, we got to be real. Like, come on. Like, we got to be real. Like, we got to be real. Like, my boy D-Boy, he said Henry Garcia knows nothing what Ryan going to do or fight next. He just on the internet, but he do know, bro. He's the one that got that man to winning that championship this past Saturday. He do know, so you can't say that, brother. You can't say that. That's his father, bro. Like, he knows what's best for his son, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just like all of us that we got our kids, we know what's best for our kids. You know what I mean? Like, Henry know what's best for him, and him saying that fucking Shakur should be fighting him at 147, that's what's best for it. No rehydration clause. Ryan is already on record saying he ain't gonna do no rehydration clause for none of them guys. Let me find that tweet. This is right here. Right here, yep. Ryan said, to those who are worried about the 140 pound, this is just Ryan saying this shit. Talking about, I will tell you, it was my plan to be able to also win at 140 as long as there's no rehydration clause things will be going forward. Testing always included. I've never shied away from that. For Shakur to assume I'm on steroids, that is defamation. So I would advise you to refrain yourself. I know you are deep down scared, and you should have fear. And I'm coming for you. Fear the Lord right there. You know what I mean? And, you know, Shakur, he was about to say, Shakur response said, that's my opinion. You can't sue nobody for their opinion. You're a boxer, champ. What's up with the suing tactics anyway? 140, let's do it, chump. That right there, that's Shakur right there. Bro, this fight's not happening. Shakur and Ryan's not happening, bro. We can kill that shit. Like, we can real life kill that shit, bro. Like, we can kill the noise with Shakur and Ryan, bro. As much as they want to hype and talk this shit up, I don't think Shakur and Ryan's happening. This is not happening, in my opinion. Shakur should be focused at 140, bro. Flat out. Ryan and Devin should be the move right now. Like, that should be the move, man. Definitely should be the move. And salute to my brother Just Do in the building, man. Salute to you, brother. Subscribe to Just Do as well, man. My guy cooking up over there, man, for sure, man. You heard? Yeah, man. This is the move. I say, I agree 100. My boy D1 said, and I agree with you 100%, that everything Henry has said was what it should be. But Ryan is hell bent on getting Shakur, and that's what he's going to do. Bro, like I said, I don't see it at 140. You know what I mean? We gotta be honest with ourselves, man. We done seen Ryan not make weight at 140 fighting Oscar Duarte and Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? So it just doesn't make any sense. Like, why would Ryan, like, ask yourself, why would Ryan want to go down to 140 and drain himself to fight Shakur Stevenson for his title? Like, it makes no sense. Like, especially after you just winning your first world title. And then you got the whole boxing world asking for you and Devin Haney. Even though Devin Haney and them, they pushing this whole 365 testing on Ryan Garcia, which is Ryan Garcia. I mentioned that shit last night. Ryan Garcia doesn't have to concede to Devin Haney. Devin Haney most likely won't even be the A side in that fight any fucking way. And we already explained of why. You know what I mean? So we just got to read the room in some of these situations. Like, you know what I'm saying? Ryan doesn't have no problem with fighting Devin Haney. But the issue is the father Bill and them. They pressing upon this extra testing, and Ryan's not willing to do no extra testing. You know what I'm saying? They basically telling them, yo, I'm already fighting through the WBC. Me and Mario Barrios was testing through VADA the whole entire time. Testing won't be an issue. Let's get the fight cracking. These guys is wanting more testing, which is nasty fucking word. You know what I mean? Like, it's not showing me that Bill and Devin is not showing me that they're confident in wanting to fight 100%, especially when you got, you know, Bill out here, you know, pushing, you know, extra testing on Ryan. You know what I'm saying? And Ryan's not going to do that shit. Oh boy, OTB said Ryan posted his plan was to fight at 147 and 140 longest. That yeah, that's what I did for sure, bro, for sure. Like that's why I'm just looking like I just I don't believe it, bro. I don't believe Ryan at 140, bro. It just makes no absolute sense. No absolute sense. Then my boy OTB said Ryan hasn't made 140 yet. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. It makes no sense. Boss talking about Henry Garcia and Ryan will forever lie about testing positive. Oh my God, Boss Hacker, you forever cry about Ostrin, bro. Isaiah, what you doing? Said that's a dangerous fight for Ryan, if we're being realistic. The fighting Shakur is a dangerous fight. So why would you deplete? Why would you go down to 140 and deplete yourself to fight Shakur Stevenson at 140? And that's a dangerous fight, bro. Like it makes no sense to me. Like it really does. My boy D1 said, bro, I've never seen Ryan with a nutritionist, and neither have you until this fight. And he thinks he can beat Shakur at his weight. He wants his line and his strap. That's what I was told. That's what he said. But it's not reality, though, D1, brother. It's not, bro. It's just not reality. Like, come on, bro. You don't advise him to do that. His team's not going to advise him to do that. I'm pretty sure Oscar De La Hoya and all of them is going to tell him not to do that shit, bro. They're all telling him right now, like, no, you're not fighting Shakur behind the scenes at 140, bro. It makes no sense. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, you definitely, it is two different things, but you're pushing something that's not reality, though, bro. Like, like that's the only thing. That's not reality for Ryan. Like, and Hacker said, Cam, if it happens, don't pretend like you knew it was gonna happen. What you mean? What do you mean by that, Boxer Hacker? And salute to my boy Just Do for the $2 super chat. They said, give you Just Do with a little blue in the chat, man. Salute to my guy, man, for sure. You heard. My boy Robert Elboy, he said, sub KJ said Garcia will be a dead man walking at 140. And Shakur wants that smoke, he should go up to 147. I agree. If Shakur truly wants to fight these guys at 147, go up and fight them. You know what I'm saying? Go up in 147 and fight them. You said that these guys are easy work. You said Ryan Garcia is easy work. Go ahead and go up to 147 and fight them. That's just how I personally feel. But like I said, we just showed the tweet where Ryan Garcia already said that he's not willing to do no rehydration clause for nobody. You know what I mean? So the rehydration aspect for us to fight with Shakur, it's not happening. Like, it's not happening. And what? Yeah, because you see that boy Shakur said, "You speaking my language." He said, "You speaking my language when you talking that 140 shit." Oh, where the tweet at? Yeah, Shakur said, "You speaking my language right there." You know what I mean? That's what I said. It just makes no sense, man. It wouldn't be a good fight. It wouldn't be a good fight at 140 to me from Ryan Garcia. And Robert Elmore, he said, but Shakur knows that he can say Garcia's name and keep the fight floating in front of the fans so he can keep, people watching him. Yeah, and that's the thing, too. When you put your name upon certain fighters, they do keep your name floating and stuff. And, Shakur's on on a crazy media run right now, you know what I'm saying, after beating T.O., as well as he should. You know what I'm saying? Pop your shit in the media, man. Keep your name buzzing out here. You feel me? For sure, you already know. My boy D1 said, and they told them the same thing about Tank and what happened. Bruh, that's the that's the thing. He learned from that shit, though. That's why he said he ain't willing to fight on no rehydration clause for these guys, bro. Like, we gotta be realistic, bro. It makes no sense for Ryan fighting at 140, fighting Shakur, when we know he ain't look great even fighting at 143. He came in at 143 against Devin. He didn't even look great in that. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Ryan, if he's locked in, focused, he got a nutritionist and everything, got a new team around him. Look like he's building something great around him right now, obviously. But they would tell him, Stay at 147, man. And you obviously hear Henry Garcia himself saying the biggest fight for Ryan is Devin Haney. They just got to get the business right on agreement on everything and lock the fight in. Devin and Ryan is the move, man. Like Devin and Ryan is the move. Shakur should be focusing up at 140 with Gary Anton Russell. That's my opinion. Like that should be the move for Shakur. You know what I mean? He's not fighting Conor Benn, obviously. Conor Benn is fighting Regis Prograis, so that's dead. The move is Devin and Ryan right now. Shakur, Gary Anton Russell, Pitbull, shit at 140. That should be his focus right now. My boy Rob said if Shakur goes up and takes on the top contender just to get a feel for the weight, he can do that. Yeah, that's the thing, but he's not willing to do that right now currently, though. You know what I'm saying? Like it won't even be getting a feel for the weight for him personally. EJ Stevenson says Shakur is barely 140. He can still make 135. No reason to move up. Challenger move for champions. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. I feel like even a fight with Raymond Muratalla is good for Shakur Stevenson. Shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, take those type of challenges at 140. You know what I mean? Like, that's just my 100% God honest truth. I say he should do 140. He said he a small guy. He said he can still make 135. He want to go down there and challenge Raymond Muratalla or, whatever he want to do that. You know what I mean? That should be his focus at 140, 135. Those should be the focus. Nobody's asking Shakur to fight at 147 and fight these guys. Like, that's just the reality. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, you already know, D1. Yeah, that's what bro, Gary and Shakur, bro. Gary and Shakur, that's the fight I would love to see right now. You know what I mean? I would love to see that. And, Shakur unify up at 140. You know what I mean? That's the move for Shakur right now. You know what I mean? It's good money in fighting Gary, but of course, Shakur is looking for bigger bags. You know what I mean? In reality, you know what I mean? But Gary is the move, man. Unify up at 140, Shakur. Like that's what he should be doing. Like he said, he would destroy. EJ Stevens said he would destroy Russell. Pitbull already done Shakur. Yeah, Pitbull team said they ain't want to fight Shakur, man, because he's boring. He said that boy's boring, man. He said, I agree. Coming off a bad win and Pitbull. Yeah, Pitbull is on us. Pitbull got his eye on Tank rematch right now. If we want to be real, that's what he waiting for. He ain't even trying to fight Roach either. You know what I'm saying? Even though I feel like Pitbull and Roach, if they was to run that back, I'd be cool with that fight if they run that back. I just seen Roach posted on his IG story about becoming two-time champion, you know what I'm saying, last night. So I wouldn't mind if Pitbull and Roach ran it back either. You know what I mean? My boy Just Do said Gary Anton Russell named his hit list at 140. He said Dalton Smith, Richardson Hitchens, and Shakur last. I think Kurt should stay at 140 unless it's a better opportunity at 135. Absolutely. Yeah, and that's the thing that's weird about Gary Anton Russell. And I mentioned that earlier too. Like you mentioning going down the line with Dalton and Africa and then Shakur. No, we want to see you with Shakur right now. Fuck that. Go after Shakur right now, Gary. You know what I mean? Like, that's what we want to see. I don't know why he's trying to unify down the line and then make Shakur be the last guy. Like, nah, we want to see you go at Shakur right now. That's what you should be pushing for. Like, I don't like that from Gary Anton Russell. I don't like that energy from him. You know what I mean? I do not like that from him. I really don't. My boy Rob said, Cam, you mentioned yesterday that you were against Shakur possibly signing with Zuffa. Why? I mean, what fights is over there for him at Zuffa? That's my thing. Like, I don't know who would Shakur fight over there at Zuffa? Like, the obviously choice everybody would think would be Conor Benn. Obviously, that's off the table. So that I don't know what would be the fight over there. You know what I mean? Like, he's gonna have to. Because right now you seeing what's happening. Ja Opatar's fighting Brandon Glayton coming up March 8th, which is, a showcase fight for him, pretty much defending his title, pretty much. Well, I don't even know he's going to be defending his title, actually. From what the IBF said, otherwise. The IBF Actually, hold on. Let me pull that up too. I got that, I think, too. The IBF said otherwise about that, I believe, too. Did I get that? Yeah, the IBF right now, they don't know if they're going to be, if this fight is sanctioned as an IBF championship fight as well for Ja Opatai in that fight March 8th with Brandon Glenn. You know what I mean? So, and you look at that fight, that's more so a showcase fight for Ja Opatai, just like the fight that Rayo Valenzuela was in was a showcase fight for him, even though it wasn't so much showcase for him because shit, he was in a tough ass fight over there. And then after the fight, you got Rayo Valenzuela over there for calling out Shakur. You know what I'm saying? Knowing like that fight is not even feasible for him. You know what I mean? Like Conor Benn fighting Regis Prograis over there, but then he like, oh, I want to fight Shakur and all of them. Like, bro, like nobody want to bring you over there to Zuffa to fight them boys. You know what I mean? So I feel like Shakur, it would have to be a robbery deal like Regis, like Conor with Regis Prograis, you know what I'm saying, for Shakur to go over there to Zuffa in particular. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the fans would want to see. They wouldn't want to see Shakur fight a guy for big money and fight a guy that's way less talented than him and fighting for big money over there at Zuffa. Like I think it would be bad for the momentum that Shakur has right now, in my opinion. Like I don't think it makes sense for the momentum that Shakur has right now. And my boy Malaza was popping with my dog, man. What's good, bro? My boy D1 said it's Roach and Kid for Tank belt. I thought that's what he was saying on the story. Now, this the thing. This is the fucked up part right here as far as that Roach perspective. Of course, Lucas Body turned down the IBF title eliminator with Albert Bell because, of course, he won a title eliminator fight in the WBA last year. His assumption probably is, of course, obviously, he's hoping that the WBA order Kid Austin and Lucas Body. But the WBA still hasn't ordered that fight yet. You know what I mean? And I told you, Lucas Body was in a tough situation because the WBA don't have to order Kid Austin and Lucas Body. They can order Kid Austin and Lamont Roach. You know what I'm saying? And of course, Kid Austin, they was pushing Lucas Body. They said Lucas Body is a bigger fight than Lamont Roach for them. Which I said, which was cap. I said, no, the fuck is not. Lamont Roach is a bigger fight. They're only looking at it in the aspect for us Lucas Body being the bigger fight due to the fact that they thinking that the fight would be on Netflix with Lucas Body being with MVP. You know what I mean? But that's not even a guarantee as far as that either. You know what I mean? So it's real interesting. Did the WBA order Kid Austin versus Lamont Roach? That's a good question right there. A real good question right there. Instead of Lucas Body, and Lucas Body fucked himself probably if that's the case. You know what I'm saying? If that's the case, Lucas Body fucked himself 100% because he declined himself out of a whole IBF title shot, possibly with Albert Bell, which is nasty work to think about in retrospective right there, for sure. And Max Reno Too Heavy says, I agree with Gary just because a lot of his stuff up for a bigger check and negotiate. Yeah, that's pretty much what Gary's doing by that line of trying to go with Dalton Smith, then Africa, and then Shakur. Like he's trying to build his status and his leverage too, and build and take those belts in the process of that. But it's just really not that logical though. Like Dalton Smith, he's probably going to end up fighting Alberto Puello. The WBC is going to order that fight because Puello was the mandatory for the winner of Subriel Matias and Dalton Smith. So Dalton Smith most likely is going to fight Subriel Matias next, for one. And then Africa, he just got an IBF order with Landolfo Delgado yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So Africa got a mandatory that he's going to have to face. You know what I mean? So Shakur is available. Like Shakur's available. Gary should be screaming out Shakur Stevenson name right now, in my opinion. That's the name he should be screaming out. My boy EJ said Russell ain't ready, and he knows. Hey, that probably is the issue too, though. After that performance with Andy Hiroka the other day, Russell maybe thinking he probably not ready before. Even though Gary Anton Russell said Dalton Smith in Africa before he fought Andy, though. So we got to add context to that, though. He did mention those guys before he fought Andy, you know what I mean? So we got to add context to that, you know what I mean, in reality. And my boy Malaza said, and Haiti left a yellow stain as long as the Vegas. Salute to my boy Malaza, man. My boy EJ Stevens said Africa owed Duarte his fate. Yeah, he absolutely do. But the IBF, man, they chose otherwise, man. They ordered him with Landolfo Delgado, man. And they got 30 days to negotiate that fight in particular. So you're going to see Africa in there with Delgado unless Africa says, fuck that fight and vacate the belt and just move up to 147. Africa really fucked themselves by not fighting that fight with Oscar Duarte. And I talked about that last night on the show last night, for real, in retrospective, because like the question is that are you really comfortable at 140? You know what I'm saying? Like are you comfortable at 140? And then you got a lot of people feeling like, you know, you just capping out here, Africa, man. It's just a real nasty situation for him. Like, he definitely owed Duarte that fade, but he ain't going to be fighting Duarte next, man. It's going to be Delgado. And Delgado, that's not an easy-ass fight for Africa either. That's not. Delgado been cooking shit. Robert, yeah, okay, my brother here for sure. He said, Malaz said, Zuffa is bringing gimmick fight Benn versus Prograis. Absolutely. They absolutely are, bro. Like, that fight, for Benn, it's amazing for him because he gets a big ass payday to fight, you know, a guy that he know he's possibly going to end up stopping in the UK. You know what I'm saying? And he gets to fight on the platform, on the Netflix platform. Even though it depends how they line up the rest of this undercard. You know what I mean? Of course, they're gonna load it up with a lot of UK guys, of course. You know what I mean? To, you know, the booming for us, the gate, and as far as the UK following, to watch more so on Netflix and everything. But like in reality, like, and I played this video. I'm gonna play this video back too for y'all just to think about this. My boy Ezra from Brunch Boxing, he had a real interesting perspective, and this is what I was talking about earlier.
Makes sense of it because it doesn't make any sense, and that's what we were doing for about a week. We were trying to make sense of this Conor Benn to Zuffa for 15 million, one fight. What's Zuffa doing? What's their grand scheme here? What's the grand plan here? There wasn't no grand scheme. Wasn't no grand plan because the guys running Zuffa didn't make this call. These one-off cards are Turkey's cards. These are not TKOs. It's not the people that run TKOs. Not Dana White. That's not them. This is just Turkey saying, I'm gonna put 4 cards together a year under the brand name, and we're gonna put like mega fights on, and that's why the fights didn't make any sense. So everyone trying to come up with their grand scheme or their grand plan, or this is what they're doing. No, it wasn't. It was just Turkey being Turkey. He was paying Conor Benn $50 million to fight Regis Prograis on a co-main event for God knows what reason. Wasn't no master strategy to it. Wasn't any master strategy to it. It was just Turkey being Turkey. And why was Eddie Hearn so upset? Because he lost out on the payday. It was just Turkey being Turkey, and Eddie Hearn lost out on the payday there. And he's not a part of that event. And he's not making any money from that event. And he's no longer the favorite when it comes to Turkey. And all the rest of these guys are out. What's the name's Queensberry. They're suing. Golden Boy's not happy. They're not in there with on Turkey's good side. And we got to see what's up with Top Rank. But there was no strategy to it. This is just Turkey doing what Turkey does, overpaying guys for things that don't make any sense with no strategy that makes sense to it. And I just think it's funny that we got caught up a week trying to figure out what was the grand scheme here, what's the strategy here, is this some master plan? And nope, it was not. There was no master plan.
Hey, and I agree with my brother Ezra 100%. Like, it's no real master plan in this situation. It's Turkey being Turkey, overpaying Conor Benn, and basically just trying to market Conor Benn for a future super fight for him in retrospective, in reality. Like, you know what I mean? And that's why I asked that question last night on the show. I said, who is going to be the fight for Conor Benn? I asked that last night. I literally asked that last night, and we wake up to Regis fucking Prograis, dog. Nasty fucking work. Nasty work, man. The Malaza said the UK doesn't bring that much money in those 3K buildings. This fight would not sell a soccer field. Hey, bro, you own to something right there, Malaza, right there, bro. You really own to something right there, bro, with that right there, for real. Because in reality, nobody's clamoring for this Tyson Fury fight. So it's smart by Turkey and them to add Conor Benn on the card, but for the price of what you add in Conor Benn on the card, fuck no. I wouldn't have paid $15 million for Conor Benn to fight Regis Prograis, bro. Like Conor Benn, hey, smart businessman on his behalf. I don't even fucking blame him. Like, I don't blame Conor Benn for making that move at all. Like, I don't blame him. It's a layup for him. Easy money for him. Yeah, my boy D1 said, bro, who told us that Regis and Conor Bennett is fighting on Netflix? Whoever did probably don't know what the fuck they're doing. I don't see Netflix buying that fight. Yeah, bro, that's Turkey, bro. Turkey and Ring Magazine, they the one that's funding this fight, selling them, man. They the ones that's funding this fight with Tyson Fury. And, you know what I mean? And you got Conor Benn as the co-main. He the co-main event, man. He the co-main event, man. Conor Benn is the co-main event of this shit, bro. Like, nasty work, man. Nasty work. Malaza said $15 million for Conor Benn versus Regis. How are they getting that money back? Exactly. Like, paying you already, and that's my thing is, how much, my question is, how much is Tyson Fury getting paid for this fight? That's what I want to know now. How much is Tyson? I know somebody going to say some wild-ass crazy number for Tyson Fury. Somebody going to say some wild, crazy number for Tyson Fury. Like, he getting 50 million, 75 million or some shit. No, I don't believe in that. But it would be really insane if Conor Benn is making more money than Tyson Fury on this card. And he's the co-main event to Tyson Fury in retrospect. Like, it'll be real live insane if Conor Benn is making more money than Tyson Fury, for real. Like, it really does. Yeah, my boy EJ Stevenson said facts, 100. It looks like Africa's struggling to make 140. He might need to vacate and move to 147. Bro, my real shit, I'm going to say this now. I think that's going to be the move. I don't think he's going to fight this Delgado guy. They got 30 days to negotiate that fight, too. I don't think Africa is going to fight Delgado. I think he's going to eventually probably end up vacating and moving up to 147. But the problem is, he does that, then he don't have much leverage. You know what I mean? That fucks up his status right there. He don't have Africa doesn't have much leverage without that title. That's the fucked up part, where he may be forced to fight Delgado in that perspective. You know what I mean? Which is like, Africa's in a real tough ass spot by not fighting Duarte, like I mentioned. Like, he really fucked himself by not fighting Duarte. Because I think the move was get this fight with Duarte done, then we move up to 147. But you backing out of the fight after literally 2-3 hours before the fight after eating breakfast. No, bro. Like, a lot of people not going for that excuse from Africa. They're not. Yeah, Malaza said, UK keep lying to us with the sellout and the big fan base. The whole island of Britain is smaller than Massachusetts. Hey, for real though. Like I told somebody earlier, I was like, man, the UK, the tickets be dirt cheap up there. They be like $20, tickets, you know what I mean? So it's easy for those guys to get up there and go for those fights and everything. But you see in some of those fights, you know what I'm saying, they draw big crowds, but the question is this fight with Tyson Fury drawing a big crowd? Is it drawing big interest? I don't see the big interest in Tyson Fury right now. They just had the press conference, and nobody talked about the press conference a couple of days ago. Nobody, including myself. Including myself. Like Tyson Fury fight that he has is not that intriguing at all. Like, and my boy Hitch said Hitchin is struggling to make weight. He is afraid of big ass Duarte. Malaza said Netflix is trying to buy Warner Bros. Studios, HBO and TNT. They're not wasting $15 million on Conor Benn. Exactly. That's why Ring Magazine, Turkey Ellis Sheik, Seller, they funding the bill. Yeah, Netflix wasn't paying. They probably paid the money for Tyson Fury, probably helped portion for out of that. But which is you can't even think in that perspective either, though, because this is a Ring card. So Ring is funding this whole entire card right there. And yes, Netflix, they are buying Warner Bros. And the crazy part, Seller, they were trying to buy Warner Brothers, but they have their money tied into EA Sports right now. They got what, 55 billion tied into EA Sports. And Seller said they're not willing to make any more investments right now because of their money is tied in, their cash is tied into that EA Sports deal right now. So that's why they're not going after Warner Brothers. And you got Netflix, they're going after Warner Brothers right now. I heard that the deal is done for us. Netflix having Warner Brothers too, by the way. You know what I'm saying? From what I know. My boy Crush the Legend, my brother. You know, Isaiah, what you doing? Said, I ain't watching that fight until I see the undercard. But now, see, this is the thing. I mentioned it earlier. Abdullah Mason may be on that undercard with Joe Cordina as the mandatory. That's one intriguing aspect because you know Abdullah's a Ring Magazine ambassador, and this may be a chance that he may be on that undercard. You know, Joe Cordina, a UK guy and everything. Then Turkey, of course, a couple of weeks ago, he mentioned that he has interest in that fight. So don't be surprised we see Abdullah Mason versus Joe Cordina on that Tyson Fury April 11th card as well, under Conor Benn and Regis Prograis as well. And my boy D1 said, that's what I told you on chat on X. If he's on the combine and on the undercard of Tyson Fury, yeah, bro, for real. He said, Crush said, Randall needs to throw hands instead of running his mouth, bro. Flat out, bro. And I ended with this, bro. I'll tell you right now, with a lot of the around the boxing culture, bro, it's a lot of shit going on right now. You know what I mean? It definitely is. Of course, you know, this Saturday you got, you know, this weekend right here. You know what I'm saying? I forgot to mention too. Pro Box TV got a card Friday night too. Pro Box TV got a card Friday. Then you got Emmanuel Navarrete and Eduardo Nunez this Saturday, which is a big unification fight at 1:30 this week. And Elijah Pierce fighting Parra in a WBO title eliminator at 126 this Saturday as well, for Manny Pacquiao Promotions, man. You'll see Camille Moden on the card as well, with Manny Pacquiao's son on the card this week, as well for us this week. And, you know, just coming up for us a special, man. You know, Sebastian Fundora, Keith Thurman, you know, March 28th. They just had the virtual press conference for that yesterday, which I was supposed to be a part of, but I got the damn date wrong. I'm pissed off about that too. Yeah, I was supposed to be media in the virtual press conference for Sebastian Fundora and Keith Thurman, but I thought the date was Thursday, but it was Tuesday yesterday, so I missed it yesterday. I'm like, oh my God. And my boy Matt from Bruns Boxing hit me up. He like, man, what happened? I'm like, bro, I misread the date, bro. Like, I really did. I'm so pissed off about that opportunity though. But yeah, you got Sebastian Fundora, Keith Thurman, March 28th, Deontay Wilder, Derek Chisora, April 4th, then Tyson Fury and his fight April 11th. You know, David Benavidez and Zerto Ramirez coming up, you know, May 2nd on Cinco de Mayo, that's a big fight for the cruiserweight division, man. I think is that the first unification ever for cruiserweight division? I think it is. I think it's the first unification for cruiserweight in retrospective, I believe. But you got that fight going on, which that's a big fight in PBC perspective. They made a power move with that because of the fact that they're taking that Cinco de Mayo date away from Canelo. You know what I mean? They said, Canelo, fuck you. David Benavidez, that's the guy right now for us, you know what I'm saying, the face of Mexico boxing, you know what I mean? And that's what they pushing, you know what I'm saying? And they pushing forward on that. And I love that David Benavidez and Zerto was having this fight on Cinco de Mayo. PBC, the only ones that didn't dick eat Turkey Al-Sheikh. The only ones that stood 10 toes tall against Turkey Al-Sheikh, rather than the other promoters over there looking for them handouts, and they over there fucked right now. Where you got Turkey playing them other promoters super cocked right now. You know what I mean? And then, of course, Nawa anyway, Junto Nakatani that same weekend, May 2nd. And then, Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao coming up. Carlos Adames and Emma Williams just got announced for March 21st the other day. You got even on March 28th as well, you got Jermaine Franklin and Moses Atama. You know what I'm saying? On March 28th as well. You know what I mean? So it's bro, like boss, we got a lot of action. Zuffa got their cards coming on like every 2 weeks. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of action in boxing, bro. Boxing is it's in a good place in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Is it at the best place? No, it's not at the best place. You know what I'm saying? For a lot of reasons. You know what I mean? But the boxing is at a good place right now. Look, it's not at the best, but it's at a good place. We got a lot of fights coming up, man. It's just we got to tap in and push the sport forward, man, flat out. You feel me? Like, push the sport forward, you know what I mean, with these fights that we have, you know what I mean, and push for the fights that, you know what I'm saying, that we are clamoring for, like Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. There's no reason why we're not pushing for that fight, you know what I'm saying, more than anything. We should be pushing them boys to be one to fight each other right now, absolutely, because that's definitely one of the biggest fights for boxing in 2026 right now. Both of those guys are available. Both of those guys are champions at 147. There's no reason why we shouldn't get Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney in the ring next. Shakur Stevenson, focus up at 140. That should be your move, man. Shakur Stevenson, in my opinion, will not be in the ring with a Devin Haney or Ryan Garcia in 2026. That's my personal opinion. Africa in a hard fucking place right now for as his stance, with his mandatory that he has in the IBF with Landolfo Delgado. You know what I mean? He fucked himself by not making that fight with Oscar Duarte this past Saturday. He in a tough spot. Conor Benn robbing the market, man. Robbed the Brinks truck from Seller just now, man. $15 million to fight Regis Prograis. Nasty fucking work. Nasty work, you know what I mean? But hey, Turkey spend his money and blow his money how he want to. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't be having a problem with it, but y'all had a problem when Al was blowing money and paying over fighters and everything. But y'all certainly don't have a problem with Turkey overpaying these fighters, man. But salute to everybody, man. Joined the show and supported the show today, man. For sure, is always appreciated. Much love to everybody, man. Always, man. Definitely just wanted to pop up live and and cook up on some little recent shit today. You know what I mean? So stay tuned to the channel, man. We're gonna be dropping these videos on the channel, man, from the shows and everything, man. Shorts, everything. And we here with it, man. Live every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. Y'all know the vibes, man. Y'all know the vibes. Y'all know the vibes. Y'all know the vibes, man. And we live with it, man. And we'll see y'all later, man. And tap in. My brother Dean, by any means, is live right now. So I'm about to go over there and tap in with my brother. Go ahead and tap in with my brother. You heard? We out of here.
All my life I had to be patient. Like Meek Millie, I was dream chasing. Finger to the law when I see haters. Oh, the feeling when you tell your niggas we made it. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. It's showtime like Kareem Lakers. I make a masterpiece, scene pacing. No Meek Millie, but I'm dream chasing. Took the shortcut like Anita Baker. I want the bright lights that you see in Vegas. to the law when I see haters. Oh, the feeling when you tell your niggas we made it. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Rest in peace, the Nippy was the street savior. Got my credit right now, I need acres. Gotta turn your dirty money into clean paper. Trying to own a franchise without a key player. I go through hoes like I weave laces. Tree blazers, let they mama noodles be flavored. Meat takers that be acting like the sacred. You bust in, you would think they on their knees praying. Then I slide like a screensaver. When I'm done, make some scrambled eggs, cheese bacon. Then it's on to the next, I ain't a speed dater. Little bitch ain't gon' hear from me till weeks later. I don't see no things changing. Kids still dodging bullets like they seen Matrix. These young niggas really need saving, but OGs won't teach them that the street's dangerous. All my life I had to be patient. Like Meek Millie, I was dream chasing. Finger to the law when I see haters. Oh, the feeling when you tell your niggas we made it.